Good morning. We are on our way out of Flagstaff. As you can see, we're fueling up, we're topping off our water, and we're gonna get on the road.
There's a lot to see today, so yeah. I'm excited.
We're headed to the Petrified Forest National Park. We got about an hour and a half drive to get there. We're super stoked.
Another tank topped off, another city explored. It's time for our home to roll. We made good progress yesterday as we landed in Flagstaff. The schedule is looking good and we're clear to do some more exploring.
Alright, so we stopped at a truck stop about 20 minutes or so from the park gate. We're going to drop the bus here and then take the Jeep. But before we go, I wanted to show you something. So we have this. This is the America the Beautiful Pass. If you're not familiar with this, this is an $80 annual pass that gets you free access to all the national parks and a lot of national properties and national sites all across the country. If you travel full-time, you need this. Even if you don't travel full-time, if you're planning a big road trip and you're going to your national parks and you're considering going to a national park, you're money ahead with this. The park we're going to today, like normal entry fee is like 25 bucks per car. We've seen them up to $45 per car. I think Yellowstone's 45 bucks. You can kind of see, like, this definitely pays for itself in a very short time. The problem with ours is that it actually expired last month. So we were going to go renew it, and we remembered that they actually run a program for fourth graders. If you have a kiddo in fourth grade, you can apply for this program and you actually get the pass for free. So we got this voucher that we now take to the park gate, and they're going to exchange it for one of these. Now the difference with it, this normal pass, if we were to buy one today, it would be good through November of next year. The fourth grade pass is good through the school year, so it's actually good until August of next year. So it doesn't quite last as long, but it's also free. So yeah, definitely check that out, and we're going to take you to the park.
Petrified Forest National Park.
Who is here, or?
Where is the fourth grader? The fourth grader needs to put their name right here on this line.
Okay. Here,
Did you get a mat?
We did not.
Friday was closed,
We stop in at the Upper Visitor Center for kids' activities and other information.
Hi, how many would you like?
So I'm going to show you the first page on these, okay? So depending on how old you are will determine how many activities you need to do.
Obviously this one, but
The kids waste no time getting into their activity books.
Scroll around the picture of each animal you spot. Do you see any ravens anywhere? I got it. Do you guys see any ravens?
We decided it was a good time to sample some delicious local hot sauces.
This one is the chipotle, which you could tell by the color, and then this one's just regular jalapeno pepper sauce. So you want to break it in half?
I was just going to pull a piece off.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Chicken nugget?
No, sit down. Who said we had chicken nuggets? Again.
Try it again.
Can I get mine again?
It's really spicy.
So good.
You want to try it? Okay, you want to try that?
The sauces were a huge hit and we're ready to go do some exploring.
Hey, Mochi, you know,
It's always amazing to witness the kids in wonder, and it's pretty entertaining to hear some of their observations.
That's like oh, does it? It looks like the inside of a body. Yeah. And titties. No, they don't. Or like a lollipop that got too soggy. Or and it melted. Yeah, oh no.
Next, we head a short bit down the road through the stunning painted desert.
So behind me is the Stone Tree House, also known as the Painted Desert Inn. This was built in like the 20s. Tourists would drive through the Painted Desert like we just came through, and then they would come stay here for rest and refreshment. It was purchased by the National Park Service in 1936, and they like reconstructed it, restored it, whatever, and actually converted it to a museum, which we're gonna go check out in a minute, but come here, I wanna show you something. You can see the evidence here of what this was made of, actual pieces of petrified wood.
This inn is rich in history, and you can just imagine the energy of the place as travelers would come here to stay while on road trips. This became kind of a home away from home, and at a time when road trips, as we know them, hadn't long been a thing.
Please don't tell me.
Further in, we find yet another reminder of the incredible travel history that this park holds, the gutted shell of a 1932 Studebaker. This abandoned coupe is sitting along the path of the original Route 66, only recognizable by this line of utility poles bordering its one side. Now we continue on to the next stop, one that reaches much further back in time, Puerto Pueblo. Droughts in the 1200s led Puebloan people to trade their small, scattered hamlets for this 100-plus room structure. At its peak, around 200 people would have called this place home. All throughout this region, petroglyphs can be seen etched into rock surfaces. These petroglyphs were essential for communication, tracking astronomical events, and perhaps even just storytelling.
Yeah, I got it. So I saw 3 birds, a footprint, and something that looked like a house, kind of.
Cool. I wonder what the 3 birds mean.
Yeah.
All right, did you look through the scope?
Yeah.
What'd you see?
A train.
A train.
Yeah.
Like a petroglyph of a train?
No, like a real train.
A real train. So you use the spotting scope that you're supposed to look at petroglyphs with to look at a train?
Yeah.
Right on, dude.
What can we say? This guy loves his trains. As we continue, we can't help but to look out onto the landscape and imagine we're on some faraway planet. And now, we've gotten to the star of the show, the petrified wood. Particularly, this massive tree that fell across this ravine before being perfectly frozen in time forever. It seems that everywhere you look, you see the remains of what used to be a living forest in the Mesozoic era over 200 million years ago.
Wow, that's amazing.
My wings went out.
We're talking like 20
This is unreal.
This is a forest. See how big those logs are. Shadow.
My legs are dead. I want somebody to carry me.
Our minds awash with the beauty we've seen and our hearts brimming with wonder. We make our way to the Lower Visitor Center for one final stop.
Sign my name on that.
Okay.
And is this your first time
I'll
becoming
pay
junior
when I get
rangers?
there. I don't know
understand.
who they are.
As a junior ranger, it is my job to preserve and protect our national parks. So future junior rangers, here you guys go. There's your junior ranger badges.
Knowledgeable rangers, dinosaur fossils, infographics, and an indoor archaeological dig for the kiddos? This visitor center is winning.
Well, that's it for our time at the Petrified Forest National Park. We're back at the bus now. Final thoughts on the park? It was nice. It was
beautiful.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. If you're looking for like stunning views, there were places there that didn't even look like Earth.
No,
Like, just
otherworldly,
stunning, gorgeous.
for sure.
But I feel like it wasn't as maybe in depth as like some other national
And
parks.
maybe
Would
we
you say
missed
that?
it. Maybe we missed it on that part.
It kind of just scratched the surface, it felt like. And like a lot of the cultural things that we've seen in other example, earlier this year we were at the Bandelier National Monument in New Mexico. And we left there knowing so much about the culture and the peoples who lived there, the food they ate, the different ways that they did farming and things like that. And you didn't have that element here at Petrified Forest. Not that we saw.
We also could have missed it. So if you
Yeah, that's
go
true.
and you see something, let us know what you see
Yeah.
that we
I
missed.
think we're about to make some food and then we're gonna hit the road first thing in the morning. Bet you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Good morning and welcome to Hellbrook, Arizona, a city steeped in Native American culture, Hispanic roots, and pioneers from all walks of life.
We are making a short trek today. It's not really too short. We're headed to Albuquerque. I think we got about a 4-hour drive or so. Yesterday we went to the Petrified National Forest, which we had a really good time, but they have one little rule that, I understand why they have it. You can't take any pieces with you that you find. If you have a family of rock hounds like we do,
It's very difficult to keep the hands from the ground.
and it's a bit of a bummer. Well, this morning there's a field next to the truck stop and we take the dogs out there to walk. And this morning we walked deeper into the field and we found a bunch of petrified wood like this. So Jazz actually went with us and he filled his pockets full and we brought a bunch of petrified wood as treasure. Let's hit the road. Hugs, let's go. Good boy. Good boy. All right.
Yesterday, we made it to Hellbrook, Arizona, before stopping to explore. Today, we are going full steam ahead as we continue to push through the beautiful high desert countryside. New Mexico. It's really a place you just have to visit for yourself. No words can adequately describe it. After a while on the road, we pulled into a truck stop to relax for the evening.
Yeah. Oh man.
Can you just test it?
Sun-dried tomatoes? Yeah, that's the winner.
Yes.
Truck stop food hits different when it's made in a bus.
In Utah. Nice. Mr. Beast paid a person money so he can renovate their house.
When in Utah?
Albert Einstein been at that car. Myth.
That's right.
What was that car on? What did that car mark?
Me. Like crash? We saw that like creepy cat. Oh, I know what it was. Like 101. Wait, no. Route 66.
There you go.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have a little problem. Actually, it's kind of a major problem. We pulled into our truck stop last night and realized that the radiator is leaking on the bus. I can see where water's coming down and it's attracted road gunk and stuff, and you can clearly see that it's leaking out. I think I know what the problem is. So we have these auxiliary electric cooling fans. They came with these mounting clips to actually hold it to the radiator. Earlier this year, we actually had a very similar leak. I was able to just remove the mount. It just punctured the tiniest hole into one of the cooling fin, or not the cooling fin, the little cooling chamber of the radiator. So I was able to actually pinch that metal off and then put some epoxy over it. One of the other mounting points on one of the fans is now leaking in the same way. So I'm gonna do the same fix on it. I'm gonna take off all those mounting parts that came with the fans, and I'm gonna do away with those because those are definitely, I mean, this is the second time it's caused a problem on our radiator.
They say it wouldn't be Buslife without breakdowns. That statement feels uncannily true. But maybe that's just life.
All right, now with the fan out of the way, you can definitely see the damage that was done. That mounting bracket was in there, and it has like vibrated around and messed it up. Here was the fix from earlier this year, where the same thing happened. It's also really freaking cold.
This is your official notice. Do not attempt this procedure unless you're absolutely sure of what you're doing. This can ruin your radiator.
Okay, I got it finally. I wanted to be careful to get enough in there to cover it, but not anymore because I don't want to block any of the cooling effectiveness of the radiator. All right, so I got this cover put back on, and since I removed all the mounting points from the fans, I'm gonna actually have to attach them with zip ties to this grate. I don't like this solution, but this is just a temporary measure because this entire grate and this back panel, I have plans to completely rebuild all this in a much nicer way. And when I do that, there will be mounting brackets built directly to the cover to hold these fans. So for now, zip ties. All right, well that's it. I got it all done. So now I guess we'll wait overnight, and tomorrow we'll see if that epoxy held. I don't see why it won't, but we'll have to keep an eye on it just to make sure.
Good morning from Cadillac Ranch.
Well, the past 2 days have been a bit of a bummer. We had a little repair we had to do on the bus. And then yesterday, we left Albuquerque, headed over here to Amarillo, and we just felt off and we didn't feel like filming, and so we didn't. But you guys didn't miss anything because we really didn't do anything but drive. But today, we're excited because
We're at Cadillac Ranch, and we've only got about a 6-hour drive back to Kansas, so we're hoping we'll get there tonight.
A kind stranger gave me a spray paint can.
Cannot spray towards your face.
A little legal graffiti is a great way for us to kick off our final day of travel for this trip.
should it be concerning how much of a kick she's getting out of graffiti?
No.
So I just hid one of our stickers inside one of these cars, and if you guys find it, take a picture with it, post it on social media, and tag us in it, and we'll send you a free shirt from Buslife.style. But you're gonna have to hurry because it's probably gonna be covered with paint pretty soon.
Stickers placed and graffiti thusly bombed. It's time to hit the road. We start today after having made it from Albuquerque to Amarillo. This is it, the final stretch. We've had an unparalleled time, but we are ready to be done for a bit. And we are beyond excited for what waits at the end. Home. It's our bus. It's the adventures we have together. It's the together that we have. It's the privilege of knowing that no matter what, we will always have each other. The countryside passes by as the sun ducks below the horizon for the last time on this trip.
All right, we finally made it to Wichita, Kansas.
We're about 2 hours behind.
So we're at a truck stop for tonight because we're so late. We're going to go to a campground tomorrow, but we didn't want to do that in the dark, so we're going to stay here tonight. So right now, we're going to go load up in the Jeep and go hug some loved ones.
Almost 2 weeks ago, we started the journey down the lovely Oregon Mountain that had been our home for a bit. We made our way along the magnificent Pacific Coast Highway, enjoying the ocean views, beach adventures, and forest vistas along the way. We turned east and began our trek through the stunning and seemingly unending desert Southwest. Finally, after driving just over 2,400 miles, we arrived in the Midwest, where we will spend the holidays enjoying time with our family.
All right, so they know we're coming over, but I don't think they know we're here now. So this is going to be exciting. So I'm just wondering, the gang in the back seat, who's excited to see Grandma?
Me!
All right, let's go.
I guess I was wrong. They knew we were there. And it seems they were as excited to see us as we were to see them. Turns out, this is home too. A loving family and support system that is always there, cheering us on as we spend our days doing our dream. Thanks for watching.